My name is Pam Wohlschlegel, and I am a co-founder and now the director of the Palm Beach County Tea Party. The Palm Beach County Tea Party is a group, actually a very large group of concerned citizens in our county, Palm Beach County, Florida, that are concerned with the way that our country is moving. We are focused on fiscal responsibility, constitutionally limited government, and free markets. Our mission as the Palm Beach County Tea Party is to engage people in the issues, to get them, educate them on what the issues are, the key issues that have to do with those three tenets of fiscal responsibility, limited government, and free markets. And then motivate them to take action when needed. Write to their congressman, talk to their neighbors. Right now we're in election season, so it's really important for people to be able to articulate how they feel on the issues. And so that's what we've been doing for the last 2 years, is educating people with speaker meetings, with rallies, with a lot of different venues where people could come in. And these are not just one party, not just Republicans, lots of Democrats, lots of independents. So we're open to anybody who wants to actually sit down and listen to and ask questions of people in the know about issues. Okay, sometimes there's some confusion about the Tea Party because people think that this is a political party like the Republican Party or the Democrat Party. But in fact, it's not. It's a movement, and it's a grassroots movement. And there are several different organizations. For instance, the Palm Beach County Tea Party is affiliated with the Tea Party Patriots, which is a national organization. And that national organization right now has over 3,500 local tea parties across the country associated with it. And what they do is they provide tools at the national level. They're able to make contacts with experts in the areas. They're able to get donations, and what they do is they pass the monies onto us in the form of scholarships whenever we want to do a local project. So having a national organization is great, but like I said, it's hardly a bureaucracy or anything. We don't report to them. We don't have to even follow their tenets exactly. We have to be nonpartisan, though. That's what's really important. We have to be nonpartisan and not endorse candidates, because we are not for profit. We're not a PAC, a political action committee. We are, for the most part, most tea parties are 501c4s. The Tea Party movement has just ignited in 2009 when Rick Santilli did his rant and mentioned the Boston Tea Party, and that maybe it was time for something like that. Apparently there were about 15 young conservatives from around the country who had been blogging and texting with each other and were on a Google thread or some such, and they took that on that very night. They said, wow, this was amazing, this rant. And within weeks, there were Tea Party protests across the country with millions of people involved. And it has just grown. And in some ways, we've become even more organized. For instance, our Palm Beach County Tea Party, we are a not-for-profit organization. We have a board of directors. And there's not any one person. I'm the director, but I just kind of facilitate. We actually call ourselves not directors, but coordinators. I think on paper, as an organization, when you list it, you have a director or a president, but most of us are coordinators. That's how we see ourselves. We just coordinate the efforts of this huge, growing volunteer group. And it's the board of the Palm Beach County Tea Party that decides what our next activities will be. Right now we're in the election season, so we are going to be visiting 20,000 homes in Palm Beach County. And that was a rather big effort because we have a handout, a bag that we will hand out that has 5 very nicely done pieces, one being a voter guide that describes each candidate that will be on the Palm Beach County ballots and what their stances are on the key issues. Again, we don't address social issues, so these are all on fiscal, small government, and free market issues. Well, from what I've seen, it's across the country. Because as the state coordinator for the Tea Party Patriots, I have interacted with Tea Party groups across the country. And basically they've decided, for the most part, to focus only on the fiscal, limited government, and free enterprise issues, and not touch the social issues. For instance, I don't really know how most of my counterparts or my fellow members of the Palm Beach County Tea Party feel on abortion. That's not an issue. Now, what becomes an issue is big government interfering with religious freedoms. So that's where it becomes an issue. So albeit where you stand on abortion, you still can be concerned about what is happening with the government trying to take away our freedoms. Well, one reason we don't endorse is because legally we should not do that, or we cannot do that, because we are looking to be a 501c4, and in order to endorse candidates, you have to be a PAC, and we're not that. So legally we don't, but there are many of us, most of us in the Tea Party, that feel that that's a lose-lose when you endorse, because you can't always totally vet a candidate, and thereby a candidate's reputation becomes your reputation, and vice versa. So for us, it's best to learn from the candidates, enable our people to learn about the candidates, learn about the elected officials that are in positions right now. And so we do, and in all of our forums, we invite candidates from all the different parties. Okay, we have 3 chapters in the Palm Beach County Tea Party. One that is headquartered or centered in Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens, another that's out west in Wellington, and another one down in Boca Raton. We have, for the last year and a half, been meeting once per month in each one of those venues, usually having a dinner meeting with a speaker or a candidate forum. Now that we're coming up to the elections, we've just finished the last of our candidate forums, and we're focused on our Get Out the Vote, which is going out and visiting 20,000 independents in Palm Beach County and handing out our door hangers. The Tea Party is probably the best organization that I've ever belonged to. I've made such really good friends, and I've learned so much about what's happening in my local community, in my state, in this country. It's just been a continual educational experience, and I really recommend it to everybody, no matter what your political views are, I think that when you come to one of our meetings, join us in one of our activities, you will have an experience that you will remember forever. One of the things that happened to me was I invited one of my girlfriends who is black and has always been a Democrat, and she shared with me after one of our activities that she has been born again politically, and she has since then calls me with wants to talk about the issues, and it's not that she always agrees with me, but she's learning, she's engaged, and I think that that's what the Tea Party does for people.